Yo, 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 what's up? It's been a while. It's your boy Brandon Coleman, B&B Films. I might end up calling B&B Films something else. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna end up changing the name. It's 2026. It's been a while. It's been a little minute or whatnot. This is a updated video, little rant style type of video or whatnot. Cause it's been a while. It's been a minute. Man, I think the last time I showed myself, I was probably shooting on the RP. So I own the R6 Mark II. This has been my daily driver right here. It's the R6 Mark II. That's my baby. Yeah, you see that bad boy. So that's my baby with the 24-105 F4 version. This is like a great combination. Like for photography, videography, it's good for weddings. It's good for portraits. It's good for events, and it's a great lens for far as like just everyday lens. Even though it's an F4, but the R6 Mark II has great low light in photography and videography. I had bought this camera. It's been almost a year since I bought this camera, so I want to say a year. It's been 1 year, one solid year. I had this camera. A lot of my old content on here is probably from the RP. RP is my solid camera. It's a good 4-frame camera. It's a good 1080p camera as far as video wise. It's not really a good camera for 4K content. It's only a good camera for 1080p content, like what I'm doing right now. This is only 1080p. This is a great 4K camera. I had a chance to get the R5C at the time, but I didn't get the R5C. I went ahead and got this camera because it was one of those cameras I always wanted. 24 megapixels, and it's a solid camera in low light capability. There's 3 ISOs that's real good on here, but Canon really don't talk about the true base ISO like that on this camera. And then I also had picked up the RF. This is my second RF lens because we shoot on the 50 right now. The 35 1.4 VCM. I love this lens right here. This is probably like one of the best lenses that I had purchased. I was going to buy the 51.2 at the time. But I said, you know what? Let me get the 35 because I always, like all my cameras, focal length is always 50. I always had a 50, 1.8, 1.4. And I was like, you know what? I want to get a 35. I never had a 35 before. So I ended up buying the 35 1.4 VCM. And man, like far as video wise, great lens. Picture wise, great lens. I just love this lens. This is like one of those lenses that probably like one of the best budget, best investment that I have ever bought from Canon. And I still love the 24-105 because, like I said, the 24-105 is one of those lenses that you can just walk around with, of any type of scenario. I would love to own the 85. I would love to own the 85. So I would love to own the 85 1.4 VCM, and I would love to own I think they have a 20 1.4 VCM. I think that would be dope. The content that I've been shooting lately is I've been shooting men's fashion. That's why you see my clothes in the background and whatnot. I shoot a lot of, and then I shoot my boy out there. He does food reviews. I shot a couple of his shots with the gimbal and everything. I have a gimbal. I have the Crane S, was it Crane 3 S Pro, some shit like that, something like that. But it's a great gimbal far as for heavy duty cameras and stuff like that. Because once I put on my cinema lens, I also have a cinema lens. I had the Zine cinema lens right here. I love this. I love this lens. It kind of remind me of like a Canon cinema lens. But I put this bad boy on the R6 Mark II. Love this lens. I love this lens. As far as for like cinema, I wanted to invest in some more cinema lens, but I think I'm gonna end up getting the 85, the 85-1.4, 85-1.4 VCM. I think that's a great lens or whatnot. And then I also picked up this new light. I bought this from Newer. It's a 200. What is that? 200 wattage. And then I also had put up this tube light that's right behind me. I think I paid like 200, about close to 300 for that tube light. But I love it. You know, it gets some type of like light in the background, some type of shadow in the background. You know, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna end up buying me another one once I get my funds right and everything. Cause right now I've been focusing on my men's fashion. I've been focused on other things too as well. So I just been focused, man. It's been a while. It's been a minute. I'm like, you know what? I haven't updated B&B Films in a while, so let me go up on here and talk to the people. One of my videos on here, I think like the Plies video I had shot that on the Nikon D750. Which is crazy. Back then, it's crazy how like, now Nikon's coming out with cinema cameras, and they bought out Red, and they was talking about the ZR and everything. I'm like, man, I was shooting video on a Nikon D750, full frame back then. You know what I'm saying? Like when it wasn't even cool to even record on Nikon. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy how like everybody's now talking about Nikon. I still got my Nikon camera back here, the D750 with the 50mm. I haven't really bought any good lenses for that camera. I was thinking about buying some more because, DSLR lenses are more cheaper now. I was thinking about buying like a 24-70 and a 70-200. I have a 70-200 Tamron for my Canon camera, and I love that lens too as well. Far as for photography, I never really utilized it for video. The lens that really stay on my R6 Mark II is the 24-105. I love that lens, and I also love the 35. But if I want to detail and stuff like that, I use the 35. I shot a full commercial with the 35. It came out good. I did the photos with the 35 VCM. It came out good. Like I'm gonna do like a whole dedicated video with the 35 VCM because that lens is a beast. Like I love that lens. Like if I just have one lens, I probably can just one prime. I'll probably use a 35 because the 35 can make people look slim as well. Slender man. Well, it makes people look slim. So like I said, I like that lens. That lens is powerful. And for far as videography wise, oh man, I mean I love my 50 because 50 make you look normal, but when I slap on that 35, it kind of makes me look skinny and everything. I'm like, yeah, man, I wish I did look this way. But anywho, my camera just went out, but I think it's still recording. But anywho, I want y'all to comment, like, and subscribe. It's been a while. I will do a 35 VCM review, and I will do a 24-105 DSLR lens review. Even though it's old, But people still purchase DSLR lenses. But anywho, all right, it's your boy Brandon Coleman, B&B Films, and we out.